What's up, YouTubers? Hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. And that thing that you were just hearing where it seemed like the tempo changed in a weird way, that's called implied metric modulation. Now, metric modulation is definitely something that is hard to understand, but I think it's because the explanations that have always been given to us are hard to understand. Really, all you need is a good understanding of your basic subdivisions: quarter notes, eighth note triplets, 16th notes, and 16th note triplets. Now, if you don't know what those are, you should not be working on metric modulation. I'm just gonna put it out there. But if you do know what those are, let's get into it. Okay, so metric modulation, first of all, what is it? Well, it's a way to modulate or to move the meter, the rate of speed. So we're trying to make it feel like we're going faster than the original tempo or slower than the original tempo. Now, most of you probably already do this. If you're here and you jump into double time, that's metric modulation. Okay, so think about if I was counting my original tempo: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I just went twice as fast. And because it's exactly twice as fast, we have a name for it: cut time or double time. And when you go half as fast, exactly half as fast, we call it half time. Juno, don't step on the expensive lights. I love you, Biscuit. Come here. But there are times that you don't want to go twice as fast or half as fast, and that's where implied metric modulation comes in. So let's say that I was at 70 beats per minute, okay? This is my tempo, and I'm playing basic pop beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Now, like I said, you need to know your subdivisions. So what are eighth note triplets to this? 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Now I'm going to make this my new eighth note: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. So I just modulated the meter. And now I don't have to count like that. I could just keep counting those eighth note triplets: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and. How cool is that? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm giving the impression to the audience that I'm speeding up. And that's what metric modulation is. It's a way for you as a musician to give the audience the perspective that the tempo has increased or decreased compared to the original tempo. Now, as far as metric modulation versus implied metric modulation, in metric modulation, you would do that and then you would just stay there for the rest of the part of the song or for the entire song. In implied metric modulation, you just imply it for maybe a few beats or 1 bar or 2 bars, but you're always rooted in the original tempo. So in that example I just gave you, I implied to the audience that we had sped up, that the tempo had increased, even though it hadn't. So why don't you do that example with me real quick, just so you can make sure you're understanding this. It's gonna be 1 bar of our basic pop groove: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then towards the end of that bar, you need to start predetermining those eighth note triplets. So you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then in that rate of speed, you're going to play the exact same basic pop beat. You're just playing this. It's just at a new rate of speed. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Come on, you got to do it with me. How cool is that? I didn't play anything cool. All I did was this. Something all of you can do. I just did it at a different rate of speed, and that speed was determined by a subdivision that was already living in the original tempo. In this tempo, we had eighth note triplets: 1 and 2 and. Now if I stop counting and just sing the rhythm of it, cool. Now, Juno, come here, girl. And I think that's just so cool. All right, let's try a different one. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just be in the world of a halftime shuffle at this same tempo, right? So now inside that tempo, there's 16th note triplets. I mean, that's really what I'm going to be playing my original groove in. And I'm going to take these 16th note triplets and decide, no, those are 16th notes. So if I start hitting every fourth one of these, now I've got my new modulation, right? Oh, it's gonna be spicy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play 2 bars of a shuffly type groove, just a triplet based groove. And then I'm gonna play 2 bars of this groove, this basic kind of funky groove, 2-handed 16th note groove, but I'm using the 16th note triplets of the original tempo to be my new 16th notes. How cool is that? Oh my goodness, that is just awesome. Now, just because you can do it doesn't mean that you get to do it on your blues gig tonight. Please do not do that. And then if you do, don't mention my name. I had nothing to do with this. I'm just trying to explain to you what this concept is. In all reality, my most practical application for this is the fact that I never do it. It's when someone else does it and I'm playing this, and let's say a piano player or a keyboardist or a guitarist modulates into a new rate of speed and they start playing their idea that was originally in triplets, now they're playing it in 16th notes. I don't freak out. I know what's happening and I can sit there going like, very cool, I got you. I know when your phrase is gonna end. I know when this thing resolves. I will help you out. I don't immediately jump into it and be like, yeah, let's make everybody just feel weird for a second. So whether you actually use this in your playing or you just know what it is so you have a deeper understanding of time, it's gonna be beneficial for you. Now, I just released a full course on this exact topic on Mike'sLessons.com. It's called Intro to Metric Modulation, and it takes you through 6 different modulations so that you'll truly understand it. It's much more in depth than a YouTube lesson is gonna be. So if you wanna know more about this, please go to Mike'sLessons.com and check out that course. Like I said, it's called Intro to Metric Modulation. All the notation is there for you. You can slow the notation down, you can speed the notation up, and you can really take your time understanding this concept. But just as a brief recap, we're using implied metric modulation. We're implying that we've changed the meter, and it's just a way for you as a musician to make the audience think that the tempo has increased or decreased. All right, YouTubers, so I hope you got something out of this. I hope you had fun with this lesson. Please subscribe to this channel, and please check out Mike'sLessons.com for tons of courses. We do everything from our starting from scratch course, which is for people that have never played drums before, all the way up to the pro level. But until next Saturday, go practice.